Okay, welcome back to Mobility Duo. This is a page where me and my husband do everything for snowboarders. So I am a licensed massage therapist, certified personal trainer, and certified yoga instructor. And then my husband Mark is a doctor of physical therapy. And so we do all of that for snowboarders, if you didn't hear that before. And right now I'm going to take you through a little yoga flow that I did for my SNOGA Zoom class, which is an hour-long class that I do every Monday. And this is just a little 15-minute portion of it that I really liked. It's going to be testing your balance. It's going to be testing your twisting. And what else? A little bit of strength in the front leg as well. So I will make sure to write everything down in the description below. That way you can revisit it and hopefully do it on your own. Maybe memorize it. And that's it. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I forgot to tell you. I was just on the mountain today, and so excuse the tired face. Let's get on the mat. Okay, let's go ahead and start in the back of the mat, and it's okay if you can't see me up there because I will be down here in just a second. So go ahead, feet together, arms by your side, roll your shoulder blades down and back, core tight, and then just inhale, swoop your arms all the way up overhead, and then exhale, hinge at the hips, small bend in the knees, fold all the way forward, and just let yourself hang here for a second. Keeping a small bend in your knees, you can grab each elbow and just let your head drop. Maybe tuck your chin into your chest. And if you're doing this in the morning, maybe you'll feel a little bit of radiation going down the back of your spine. And just breathe here in this forward fold. Good, and let's go ahead, place your hands onto the ground, bend your knees as much as you need to do so, and then we're going to walk our hands all the way out into our downward dog. So making your feet about the width of your hips, making your arms about the width of your shoulders, pressing the ground away, and then go ahead and just pressing one heel down to the ground and then the other. And breathe. Beautiful. From here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to inhale, swoop the left leg up to the ceiling. Breathe. This is three-legged dog. Good. And then on your next exhale, tippy toes that right foot. Core tight as you shift, bringing your knee to nose, knee to nose, knee to nose. Place that left foot in between your hands into a lunge. And again, just breathing here for a second. The hips are open for the first time. Sometimes it takes a second. Good. Beautiful. From here, we're going to press our weight into our front foot, and we're going to stand touching our right foot out in front of us with our opposite hand, touching that toe. And pause here for a moment. Good. Go ahead, release slowly back into that lunge. Ooh, balance. Beautiful. And press the ground away, coming into our downward dog. And breathe. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So right leg this time comes up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. And then tippy toes that left foot. Bend that right knee, bringing your knee to your nose, knee to nose, core tight. Place that foot between your hands. And again, breathe. This is the first time opening our hips in this direction, so moving back and forth. Taking our time here. Beautiful. And again, we're going to place weight into that front foot as we stand all the way up, bringing our left foot out in front of us. Taking our right hand to touch our left toes. Pause. Good. Slowly release back down into that lunge. Beautiful. And press the ground away. Coming into our downward dog. Breathing here for a second. We're going to add on to that movement a little bit each time. So again, left leg up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. core tight, bringing that foot in between your hands. Beautiful. And stand up, touching the opposite foot out in front of you. Good. And release back down into that lunge. Plant your right hand onto the ground. Take your left hand up to the ceiling into a little twist. Breathe. Staying here for a second. Good. Releasing that left hand back down. And then again, pressing the ground away into our downward dog. Breathing here. Go ahead, bringing the right leg up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Tippy toes, left foot, core tight, knee to nose, placing that right foot in between your hands. And breathe. I'm going to step back here a little bit so I don't hit the wall. And then again, from here, pressing weight into that front leg. Balance as you bring that left leg up in front of you. Touch your toe. It's okay to bend your knee here. And release back down into that lunge. Placing that left hand down to the ground. Taking that right hand up to the ceiling with a big inhale. And on your next exhale, releasing that right hand back down to the ground. And go ahead, press back into our downward dog. And let's just take it through a little vinyasa flow for fun. So shift your weight forward into a high plank, core nice and tight. Shifting all your weight forward as you slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Okay, same thing on the left side again. So go ahead, taking that left leg up to the ceiling. Bringing that left leg in between your hands to that lunge. Stepping up with that left leg, bringing the right leg out in front of you, touching your toe. Pause. Good. Release back down into that lunge. From here, again, plant the right hand down to the ground. Inhale, take the left hand up to the ceiling. Good. From here, we're going to use strong legs to press the ground away. Keep it in that revolved twist, but going into a lunge. So a revolved lunge. Good. Looking over that back shoulder. Arms are really reaching to either side. Good. Then bring your left arm forward and release your hands down into that lunge position. Good. Other side. Here we go. Press the ground away. Breathe. And right foot comes up to the ceiling. Right foot comes between the hands. Beautiful. Step up on that right foot, touching that left foot. Pause. Good. And release slowly that left foot back down to the ground into that lunge. Left hand on the ground. Right hand comes up to the ceiling. And again, press the ground away as you bring yourself up into that revolved lunge, looking over that right shoulder. Reach for the either sides of the room. Breathe. Good. Bringing that right hand forward in front of you. And then releasing both hands back down to the ground into that lunge position. Beautiful. We're almost there. Pressing the ground away. Coming into that downward dog. Go ahead, drop your knees nice and wide. Untuck your toes and sit your hips back over your heels. Child's pose, just breathing for a moment. Good. In and out through your nose before we do our final round. Good. In and out the nose. Beautiful. Go ahead and come up into our tabletop position, bringing your knees hip width apart, tucking your toes under, pressing back into our downward dog. And we're going to do the last flow on either side. So left foot comes up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Exhale, take that left foot in between your hands into a lunge. Good. And then stepping forward, bringing that right leg all the way in front of you, touching it with your left hand. Pause. Beautiful. Release back down into that lunge. Right hand down to the ground, left hand up to the ceiling. Good. And press the ground away. Strong legs coming into that revolved twist. From here, we're going to bring our palms together, bring our right knee to our left elbow, and twist, trying to get our hands to the center of our chest. If you want to challenge yourself, you can look up towards the ceiling. Little balance here. Woo! Little quad strength. Woo! Little twist. Good. Go ahead and release your eyes back down to your foot. Press the ground away as you undo your spine and bring your hands back down into a lunge position. And the other side. Press the ground away into our downward dog. Inhale the right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, send that right foot between the hands. Plant your left hand down, take your right hand up to the ceiling. And then press the ground away with your feet as you come up into that revolved lunge. Beautiful. From here, bring your palms together again, bringing your left elbow on your right thigh, and then pressing away from your thigh, trying to get your hands in the prayer position in front of your chest. And again, you can look up, you can look forward, you can look down, whatever works for you. Challenging your balance a little bit by looking up. Good. Go ahead, press the ground away as you undo your spine from that twist. And release down into a lunge position for the last time. And then pressing back into our downward dog. And then dropping your knees nice and wide. Untucking your toes, sitting your hips back over your heels, forehead to the ground. Child's pose. Good, breathe. Beautiful. Go ahead, slowly start walking your hands all the way back up until you're seated on your heels. And that's it for today. Okay, that was it. I hope you enjoyed. It was more of an energetic flow than anything. Lots of twists, lots of balancing. Let me know how you did. I will put it in the description below, like I said, to make sure if you want it or if it makes it easier for you to remember by seeing it written out, then that will be there. And as always, if you ever want into these classes, feel free to message me, leave me a comment. I will get you in. And other than that, let's see what's going on. Mark is heading to Bend this weekend, and I believe I'm going to head there with him for maybe a day. So we'll see you live in Bend on Sunday at 4 p.m. Otherwise, I will see you next week, same time, same place. Bye, guys.